Good morning. Happy Sunday. I didn't make it for sunrise. Nope. But I'm here and I'm taking a walk. All right. I know it's Sunday, so the weekend's not technically over, but let's do a weekend recap. Oh, first of all, welcome to Trail Talk with Tamara. I'm Tamara, and this is my trail. Come walk with me. By the way, I woke up like this. Anyway, got back last night from my trip to Indiana. If you saw my Trail Talk Thursday morning, you know that I haven't done a Trail Talk in a long time, and now I'm doing 2 in 3 days. Winning. That I was headed to my hometown, and while we were talking, I was reviewing my mental process of all of the things I was telling myself I wanted to eat while I was down there and having a plan. Well, things went a little awry. So I didn't leave quite as early as I wanted on Thursday, but we got down there and I did great on the way down there because we stopped at Chick-fil-A. Yeah, 12 grilled chicken nuggets and a fruit cup and a large diet lemonade. It's fantastic. I did fantastic. We get to the hotel room and I was going to take Charlotte swimming, which would have kept me busy. And the pool was closed. Strange. So anyway, Charlotte wanted a little snack. We ended up with something. Oh, the hotel gave me a little bag of waters for the room. Get up to the room and in it is a double chocolate chip cookie. And I had gotten Charlotte a treat at Chick-fil-A with her meal, and I didn't get anything, and I was feeling a little bit deprived. And so I ate the cookie. Cookie was 24 points. Not that many calories, but a lot of points. So then we started watching the show, and what do we do? Do we have to go back down to the lobby? We must have. Oh, I went down to the lobby to get some hot water. Oh, Charlotte, I don't know. Anyway, it was a mess. All downhill from there. So let's talk about this. I'm not going to talk about everything that I ate. I'm not going to talk about everything I didn't eat. I'm going to talk about what I did do. I will say this. It was better than it could have been because it was. It just was. There is a grocery store in that area that is famous for its salad bar, which was wonderful. We went into one of the grocery stores. Okay, I do want to talk about this because I was proud about this moment. We went into one of the grocery stores and they don't have their salad bar back. They all took them away during COVID and they're slowly coming back. And I went to this one location of Martin's supermarket and they didn't have their salad bar. By the way, does anybody know Martin's supermarkets? If you do, you know what I'm talking about. So they didn't have their salad bar. So immediately I was like, oh, all right, I'll just get something from the deli. The deli, mac and cheese and barbecue. Right? Because, man, the salad done did me wrong, right? Nope. I said, Charlotte, we're driving to another location. And we're gonna get a salad bar. And as we're walking in, I said to her, what are we going to do if there's no salad bar? She says, we're going to another one, Mom. She likes it, too, because she can get what she wants. So we walked to the second one, which had horrible parking, by the way. Not very thought out. I think they're trying to make it feel like a downtown, and it just felt like a cluttered mess. But anyway, and they had a salad bar, so I was really happy about that. Got all the veggies. Proud of that choice. Then I went to dinner with a girlfriend of mine. We went to a Mexican restaurant that I used to go to when I worked at the orthodontic office down there. We would go. Oh my goodness, so many memories. When I was late teens in that restaurant with people who aren't even alive anymore that I used to work with. Like there's this dear lady I used to work with. Her name was Peggy. And I remember being 17 and starting at the orthodontic office as like an internship for school. And she was so sweet and so patient with me. And she and I would go to lunch sometimes. And we would go there. And I just remembered that. But anyway, she died of breast cancer many years ago. But, gosh, okay. Whew. Anyway, but I would go there. So, of course, when I went, what I remembered was what I used to get, which was delicious. But I didn't get that. Instead, I got chicken fajitas with no tortillas. That rhymes. Okay, so really proud of that. I had some chips and salsa, but I was really proud of that choice because it could have been like so much more indulgent, and it wasn't. So there's highlights, the other highlights of the weekend. I've been in an activity slump. So personally, I've been dealing with two strange things. Now I'm saying this not because I'm asking for advice, because I've already thoroughly researched it. And if you know me, you know that that's true. I have been struggling with bursitis in one hip and a tight piriformis muscle in the other hip that is impinging my sciatic nerve because of a highly sedentary lifestyle for the piriformis muscle, sitting disease, sitting too much. And it is causing this tight muscle that just aches. So I've been on an activity break. Not because, well, because it hurts. It hurts, and the bursitis was so inflamed I couldn't sleep on the left side of my body. And rest was the key. So like, okay, I'm going to rest. Well, in the process of resting, I sat too much and now my piriformis muscle is tight. So it's like this weird rest one side, stretch the other side, although you have to stretch both sides evenly. It's just like a weird conundrum I'm in. But one of the, I guess the lesser of the two evils is the bursitis. So if activity is going to help fix the piriformis muscle, here we go, we're back to activity. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, fix one, exacerbate the other. What would you do? I don't know. Actually, no, don't answer that because I'm not asking for advice. Okay, so, so the highlight was activity. I got up Friday morning and they had a Peloton and I did a 30-minute Peloton ride. And I'm really proud of that because I haven't done a Peloton ride in a long time. And then the next day I got up and I used the elliptical. If you've ever been on a Peloton after you haven't been on a while, you got to rest some bits the next day. So I had to rest the bits. But anyway, so I did the elliptical and then walked and was on my feet and made it a point to be active, even though I was in a situation where maybe I was consuming more calories than I normally would. So proud of that. Okay, my neighbor's walking by, so I'm gonna pause this and I'll be back. Okay, it's my very faithful walker neighbor. I haven't seen her lately, well, because I haven't been walking, but she is faithful. Come rain or shine, sleet or snow, she is walking. She sets a really good example. And I used to be able to keep up with her. I walked like with her one day. And she's so fast. Couldn't do that now. In fact, I've lost about 4 minutes off my walking pace. Just because I haven't been walking. So, but she said something really nice. She said, "Ooh, that was a dead frog." That's not what she said. That's what she said. She said, "Oh, your flowers look pretty. I don't know if you can tell. My daffodils are blooming." So that's good. And the temperature's going to drop because it's been just like high 70s, 80s here. And with the high temperatures, it's not good for the daffodils. It like stresses them and they wilt quickly. So mine just popped open, and I'm hoping that today the temperature is supposed to drop. In fact, that's why I'm out here, because I think if I hadn't said already, it's supposed to rain from like 10 o'clock on today. This is going to be the nicest part of the day. So here I am trying to get a mile. I don't have big ambitions because I've had 2 big days of activity. So, but I wanted to get out. I wanted to talk to you and tell you about my weekend in case you were curious. We did go to Ruthmere and the Havilah Beardsley house. Now, I was raised in the town of Elkhart, Indiana, which has a rich history. And so we went to the founder's house, which is the Havilah Beardsley house. And they have can't think of the right word. Anyway, that house, to take it back and they have restored that house to kind of be what it may have been like when the first 2 families lived in it. And you get a little bit of the history. So this man, Havilah Beardsley, wanted to establish a town in this area where 2 rivers meet and a creek comes in, and he wanted to utilize the water power. But there were Potawatomi Indians settled in the area. He became friends with their chief, not sure if that's the right word, Pierre Moran, which I realized was an Indian, but didn't realize that that's why they named my school after him, because I went to Pierre Moran Middle School. Anyway, and the Indian chief got injured in an uprising or something, or I'm not sure, by Black Hawk, and he had a huge part of his nose taken off. Well, Havilah Beardsley was a doctor, so he made a prosthetic for the Native American. I'm sorry if that is politically incorrect and offensive to anybody. It's not intentional. The Native American Pierre Moran to wear when he was out in public, and so they became friends. So their little village was spared during some uprising later on. It's a fascinating story. You could probably read it all online at ruthmere.org. Anyway, so that house, and then so they started lumber companies, lots of companies, and then that town is where Miles Laboratories was founded, and this Beardsley fella had a connection to them and worked with Dr. Miles at Miles Laboratory, this Beardsley family. And then generations down the line, one of those Beardsley nephews built this huge, beautiful mansion of a home called Ruthmere, which I had toured when I was a little girl. And it was very emotional to take my daughter back and tour it with her. It was strangely emotional. So anyway, really cool history. Yes, like I said, Miles Laboratories, which if you don't know what that is, it was Bayer. It was bought by Bayer, Bayer, when I was younger. And they made what I remember, what they were known for was Alka-Seltzer. Pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. So anyway, it's a little bit of the history of my hometown, but my hometown was also known for instruments. There was a Selmer factory there. And so other names of factories I really didn't know kind of before my time. But anyway, it's also, like I said, the RV capital of the world. It's become that with campers and RVs like Holiday Rambler and Forest River and Jayco and all of those things. So that's where I'm from. Anybody from near there or from there or have any idea what I'm talking about? I don't know. Okay. All right, another Trail Talk with Tamara, much ado about nothing. Thank you for walking with me and talking with me. And remember, you've got goals. Go get them. See ya.